So I walk out of my bedroom and I go downstairs, this empty house. It's still dark. And all the things I have to do here. Down these stairs is Bill's bedroom and bathroom, and I'll take you down there. And when I was caring for Bill, I'd always come out here and look down there. If I could see the light under the door, I knew he was in the bathroom. And his bedroom's right to the side. As a matter of fact, I'll just go down and show you now. I have to be very careful going down these steps. And so I have these on the floor because Bill had accidents and I knew where he walked. And here's Bill's bedroom. I always look in on him. He'd sit there in his chair. So this is where he shaved in the morning. Let me turn this light on. When he was down here, we always kept this light on. I don't know why I turned it off. Let me just leave it on again. It's a very... there it is, the blue. And that's the way he slept at night. There's a shaver. There's eye drops. He always liked to put his eye drops in. There's his shirts when I dressed him in the morning. This is the box I'm going to put his ashes in. He'll be cremated as soon as I pay for it up front. I have to cash a CD in. And he'll be back in the house. This house will seem the same. It's different medicines. I had all different things. And there's his walker he'd set himself on. I put my mother's teddy bears in, keep company when I wasn't here. Here's the pens. I was changing those once a day. At the end, I had to change them twice a day. And I'd put the solid ones over there. Sorry to be so graphic. Here's all his bandages and everything I had to do on his legs. Here's his basic clothes, wiped them down every morning. T-shirt, sweater. Now I'm getting rid of most of the clothes, but I'm keeping certain ones. And when I went up to the hospice center yesterday, they gave me what was left. I had taken a picture up there and put it next to his bed to show him what we both were like before, because he didn't look anything like it when he's up there. I also gave him this picture. And this is the picture here that I'm going to put in there. I'm putting that picture in there. That's where that's going. And like I said, most of the clothes I'm going to give to the veteran store. But he had his T-shirt. He sent back. Doing this with one hand. Okay, here's his T-shirt, and I'm not washing that, so I am keeping that. And I think I'll keep one of his sweaters. He used to wipe his hands on his sweaters all the time. See there? So I'll do that. There's another sound. I keep hearing sounds in this house. I think it's Bill's ghost. Because I did tell him when he goes, try to contact me. He would, this is his workshop. It's a mess now because he couldn't see the last few years because his macular degeneration. But he'd come in here at night and he was trying to clean out all of his tools. He couldn't use it anymore. You get in this chair. Of course, that's gone. There's a lot of stuff has to go. I'm going to give all of his tools away. Here's all of his electronics. He was bagging up a lot of this stuff, all of his tapes. And he couldn't see this stuff. So, little by little, I'll review these things. And he used to love his projects. But when the macular degeneration came in, he lost his sight. He just couldn't do it anymore. But what he'd do, he'd get in here at night when he got up to go to the bathroom. He loved his apple cider. It has some apple cider. He'd swing the chair around. And so this is where he walked. A few little burn marks he had when he was doing a soldering, some project he had. These are kind of projects he did around the house. He put all these shelves in, put those shelves in over there. Last few years, well, actually 3 years when I was taking care of him, I couldn't keep the house clean. But here's where he walked every morning, just to show you, to keep his legs going. He would, he had these quarters. I took some quarters away because he got so tired at the end he couldn't keep up the quarters. But originally we started out with 20 quarters. I said for everybody, he'd walk around here. This is where he'd go. And he'd do a loop, and every time he did a loop, he'd drop a quarter off. I'll show you. He'd drop a quarter off over here. See, we put some back so he didn't have to do so many at the end. And he would, every time you do a loop, you just walk around here. See, you do the loop. And I'm doing one in memory of him. And he liked to go out here because he always thought there were no leaves in the basement well, but he'd go out here and clean the leaves out. I'd see him out there, there was no leaves at all. And I'm not going to go out now, but there's a stairwell there. He'd clean those leaves, but there's a lot that I got to do in here. All of his tools, all his electricity. It looks like a hoarder's house. It's actually not so bad, but so much of that I either have to throw away, give to the thrift store, just clean it out. That's my stock there. But these are all his things. It's all got to go. All of it has to go. He was a handyman at the house. So anyway, I would always come down in the morning, get him ready every third and fourth day. I'd give him a shower and show you the bathroom. And he loved coming down here. It was so dangerous for him going down those stairs, but this is where he wanted to come down. Had many accidents in here, believe me, clean that floor. So I tried to cover it so it didn't mess up the tiles so much. But he still managed to go to the bathroom. I put this stuff in. I'm not a handyman, but when I first came home from the hospital, here's a shower. He hated those showers. But matter of fact, that's a washcloth. I want to save that. I want to save that. Soap. When's the last time you used a soap? Save that. I'm gonna save that. Sorry to be so weepy. Don't let that frog in my throat just catches me. All right, so after we got done this morning resolution, or absolution, or whatever you call it, we go back up the stairs. He insisted on doing these stairs. There's 13 steps. The very last time I thought he was gonna come down and fall and break his neck or hip or something. I didn't want him down that way, but he insisted. So when he really went downhill was last Wednesday because we had the hospital bed delivered. Because he kept sliding out of his his recliner chair up here. Let me turn these lights on. Alexa, lights on.
Okay.
He got in this bed and he couldn't get out. I had taken the sheets off and everything. In fact, I had ordered new sheets and he didn't even come from Amazon. I had to send them back. Didn't have a chance. And this is where he would spend his day. Not in his bed. There's part of it out there. There was also another recliner, a cheapie from Wayfair. Now I'm going to give that away, or thrift store, whatever. And he'd spend his days in the sunroom here. And I'd be here with most of the time over there in the kitchen, and he's over here. Like I said, he didn't even spend a day in this hospital bed. That's got to go out. But he would spend his day here in this sunroom. He loved it here. He absolutely loved this sunroom. And with their open concept here, I could spend time with him too. And then, okay, they took all of his medicine. I had to take all of his medicine. They took all of his medicine with him. This is just, he had the VA home health care, primary care. They were great. And Delaware Hospice was just fabulous. Oh, and here's all the different things. I had to mark all the different things. In fact, let me, I just sort of generally planned this little tour in the morning. When I woke up, I thought, what am I going to do today? Where am I going to start? What's the first thing I'm going to do? And as long as I keep busy, I try not to get drowned in my thoughts and all the reminders. I've already moved a lot of the reminders out of my eyesight. See, last Wednesday, yeah, that was a stayed all night. Milford, because here's where he really had the problems. And they came in Tuesday. It was just awful. You don't even want to imagine how bad it was. What else? So, I know it looks very cluttered and everything. We didn't used to live like this, but when I was caring for him the last few years, what I would do is I had my priorities. He was my first priority. And of course I had to keep myself healthy too. And, oh, here's something else. I knew he was going downhill. I used to make these cookies for him. And he used to go through these, oh, I can't open up. They're shortbread cookies. He used to go through these lemon cookies like crazy. Last month, they're still there. I couldn't keep him. I couldn't keep him in supply fast enough. I used to fill this up and it'd be gone in a day and a half. That's been there 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. He just started going downhill. And let's see what else. And he, of course, always had his apple cider up here. He'd come over here and get his apple cider. He never drank water, but he loved his apple cider. And so this is the house now. Oh, the other thing, he loved lights. He couldn't see because of the macular degeneration, but he loved this Christmas tree I put up this year. So I was going to take it down, but he asked me not to, so I didn't. I'm going to turn the lights on now, but and it's beautiful, and I had it on for about a day when first after he passed on, but I came in and I said, I can't do this. I can't do this. Look how beautiful it is. That's Bill. I think part of his spirit is in there. I said, I can't stand it, so I'm going to take it down. I'm going to take it down. Okay. Let's see what else. And I'm not going to eliminate him totally. Let's see. All right. Forget anything. All right, so I'll finish this video and I'll put it to YouTube, and then I'll post it to my blog. And, oh, by the way, we do have a beautiful view out of the day. He liked to, before he really got bad, if there's a rainstorm, he liked to come up here and listen to the rain. Oh, there's something else. He liked to sit out in that chair in the far corner there on a sunny day at the back deck. And I'd be mowing the lawn out back, and it gave me such comfort to see him sitting there with the sun on him. He liked to have the sun on him, the warmth of the sun. He loved the American flag, so I even put one in here for him. And I got one out there on the deck for him, if you can see it in the far distance. He could see something. Oh, and he surrounded himself with my pictures. I had to take one down. There's a big one there, but when I was younger, he just surrounded himself with pictures of me. And I know it sounds very conceited of me, but he lived for me. For 59 years, he lived for me. He couldn't do enough. It sounded terrible. He couldn't do enough for me. He just couldn't do enough. And how am I going to end this? Let's see. Yeah, and I had put these lights on the stairs. Yeah, the last time I saw him go down their stairs, he was so wobbly. I thought, oh, he's going to fall, but he insisted on going down there, and I did so much care for him, but I had to give him some independence, some self-respect. But, so, he'll be back here again. Yeah, let's see how I'm going to end this. He'll be back here again when I get his ashes, and he'll be with me here as long as I live here. But then when I die, he'll be with me in my coffin on that beautiful hillside lot. We have the Northwood Cemetery in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. And we'll be together again. Get a good picture here. I love you, Bill. Thank you for giving me a wonderful life. Thank you.